He is going to score underneath the sticks. What a statement.
Has it come off his leg? It seems like it has. What a try from Stuart here, though. Captain taking it in his own hands.
It's a try for the captain.
Try time by October, in for the try.
It's Monuments in the second half, carried nicely. Try time.
Down the blind side for Otiniqua.
Skitterende voete deur.
Hierdie manne van Grey College as hulle opbeweeg na die kom.
And out of nowhere, try scored by Durbanville.
Oh, he's going to go all the way, will he? In the left-hand corner.
What a run by the feather. Bobby Alexander, that is phenomenal, sir. Spots a gap. Quino on the outside centre.
Epic scenes we've seen this afternoon thus far. The first of the first team games kicking off in Garsfontein, a dominant display there, winning by 38 points to 7. The afternoon does continue. Garsfontein's first team will be up against Paarl Gim1st. Expect a classic encounter here. Looking at those first 15 players there, the 9-10 combination has been really, really good. Look out for Deacon Pretorius. He's got quite a hoof on him there. The front rowers, Lucy's are also looking quite good there. Juan Stale as well as Jonathan Smith. Coming to Paarl Gim, well, take your pick, folks. It's a star-studded lineup there. That front rower of Cornet, Luca and Frankie. Expect some big muscle up front there. And then a sweeper role. Janil Yalopsa. He's got a big game to play here. Players running out there, you'll see them in their familiar strips. Paarl Gim1st black with a bit of navy blue, and then Garsfontein with some mustard in their uniform there. They're going to be playing on our right hand side here. Referee in charge of this game, Mr. Neil Bosman. Bapiwe Mfundisi is with me here in commentary. The day just keeps getting better, the hits keep getting bigger, and the hooves from the boot just keep getting longer.
Most definitely lucky. I mean, as we've seen in the previous game there between the boys from Boksburg, Garsfontein and Paarl Gim, the first teams stepping it up from what we saw this morning. And this game shows signs of even getting much better. Paarl Gim, all the way from the west, our south team for today, going up against Garsfontein from Pretoria.
Strap in, folks. It's bound to be a cracker here. It is the North-South Rugby Tournament, courtesy of Barloworld Toyota Menlyn. Day 1 of 4. Plenty of rugby to be played, so do make sure you stay in as we see a clean pair of heels here of the flanker from Garsfontein making his way down the park there. Cornet Rietz comes down the short side. A little bit too hasty there was Liam Kuhn. Still onto the ball now is Garsfontein. Heinrich Bester, the man on the ball there. Nice little loop around, a show and go then again. Just a bit of a fumble from Pretorius. Ball is still alive, however, for Garsfontein. Meters made there by Masdorp. Josh van Werchten there. Pretorius involved again. It opens up now for Kutzer. And as easy as you like there, Kyle Thompson back onto the inside for Peter Kutzer. And a textbook start there for Garsfontein.
Paarl Gim there, lucky getting on the board. Great patience shown by the side there from Stellenbosch down in the Western Cape, showing great intent, holding on to the ball. They went to the left one time, they came back to the right and ended up on the left side. Final pass, as you can see there from the boys, number 12 dotting between the sticks, 5 points up. Pardon me.
adding the extra 2 points to Paarl Gim1st. Score now 7 points to 0. Good start by Paarl. Good, nice direct running. Nice and straight. Good intent with the ball, also making sure they get over the gain line each time they carry.
Definitely showing great intent are the boys from Paarl Gim1st there. Scoring nice and early in this game.
Nice carry so far through Buckies. Luca Buckies there. It's a great hanging ball there. Good tester, but well met by the sweeper there from Garsfontein. Play comes to a stop there, and we'll see our first set piece of this encounter here. Some big bodies in that tight five there, just looking across the field here. Bapiwe, I'm sure it's going to be hot and heavy in that side, that scrum.
Definitely, both packs looking very heavy, looking very strong. It'll be interesting to see, as it is our first one. So far, it's just been the battle of the boots, and by the sound that's coming off these boys' boots, they've really got a sweet ones.
On the ball, there's Michael Koch. Ball comes out there, firing out there, wraps around there with a fly half there. It's a 2-on-1 opportunity on the outside here. Unable to release the ball, Janiel Lospa. Big man K. Jeez, he's tall, is Henny Stechanberg. Ball comes, however, for Garsfontein, and they're able to clear their lines via the fullback there. Damon. Not out, however, the ball, so opportunity here for Paarl to keep adding that pressure there. Look at that line from Paarl Bapiwe. They really do go up as a unit.
Definitely great chasing lines, and you know what they say, the kick is only as good as the chase. The boys making sure that they're onside, not giving away too much, making sure that they're in the faces of Garsfontein, and then now they've got position right on the opposition 10-meter line.
First throw here for Luca. Bit of a fumble, but eventually gets it on his team side there, does Henny. But slight knock on as he was on the floor there, the halfback Michael Koch. And another opportunity here at scrum time.
Yeah, great contest there from Garsfontein on the ground there in the ruck, putting pressure on the scrum off, resulting in a knock-on.
Scrum down here. It's a big pack, the men from Garsfontein, but they've been equally matched thus far against Paarl Gim1st. Ball comes out nicely there for Heinrich Bester. Makes its way across the field here. Well gathered there. Bit of an inside-outside of a step there, and is he able to make it all to the way? Just short of the line there, did lose the ball. Was that a knock-on? We'll get a confirmation of that in a moment. But a great little darting run from Marsdorp, showing the potential that they have here.
Marsdorp showing that he's ready to go there. You know, that if there's one thing you can't coach, its pace. He goes inside, he goes outside, around the number 15. Unfortunately for him, getting caught right on the line and knocking the ball forward was his fullback.
Try-saving tackle there by Sepia Kleinhans. Lovely for him to come back there and cover. First defensive scrum here for Garsfontein. To feed there will be Koch. Body's going straight up there.
That's the one thing about the scrum, Lucky. You might have a heavy pack, but there's one thing that's not guaranteed, is gravity when the other side is pushing hard up against you.
Certainly so. So those locks just need to get a little bit lower. to set that position in order to support that front row there. Early engage, a call from referee Neil Bosman. Just a short arm or a free kick if you'd prefer. And it looks like Paarl are going to clear their lines a little bit further than that we would have hoped, but it does bring play to the 22-meter line. It is 7-0 here. Paarl Gim1st with a textbook start to this encounter so far. Garsfontein yet to respond, but first real attacking platform inside Paarl Gim1st's half here. So let's see how this one goes. On the ball is Pieter Voorges. It is stolen. It is stolen there, but an illegal tackle there onto the player. Just got to be mindful of the height of his tackle. So immediately respite for Paarl Gim1st.
Yeah, definite good call there by the referee, ensuring the safety of the players and giving a clear warning within the 8th minute that none of that will be allowed here.
Luca here, the man with the ball again, hoping to find his jumper. Opted for a 5-man line-out, have Paarl. Lovely leap there by the lock forward, Henny. Good pressure from Garsfontein. Good to see the resilience. Exit there, we see there's a sniper just at the bottom of our screen here. Here comes Garsfontein again. Full of running, these guys are here. Again, the high tackles, they need to be careful here. This side, Paarl Gim1st, the guilty party.
Yeah, the tackle's really going in high here, and a little bit difficult to see with the Garsfontein boys with no hair. You know how whenever the hair flicks back, it's so easier to see sometimes. But the referee spotting that one.
Yeah, full of running, Damon. We've seen him a couple of times already involved in there. Down is Ellis for Paarl Gim1st, but a sniper there out of picture. Clutching onto his hamstring there. We'll hope he's okay. And just a little bit of cramp. Ball makes its way over the 15. On cleanup duty is Luca. Clearance there by Liam Kuhn. It's not out, however. Counter-attack opportunity for Damon again. Jeez, he's been in the thick of things there so far. But this time he's bullied out of touch.
Great cover defense there from the boys from Paarl Gim. Watching the ball, watching the man. 2-man tackle effected there. Out into touch they go.
Another short line out. Successful for Paarl. Over the 15, the ball goes, clatters into some bodies, does Kleinhans. Available once more here for Koch. Goes all the way wide to the number 14 winger there, Opperman. Opperman is still going. I was about to say, I thought the ball was out there, but play seemed to continue for a couple of seconds.
Yeah, I really thought that he'd escaped the line there for a sec. But great run nonetheless. The pass coming out slowly, still managing to get around with the handoff on the first player. Fullback then coming into play, unfortunately, bundling him into touch.
Pressure line out here for Garsfontein. Successful nonetheless. Big forwards getting involved here. Opportunity to clear their lines and get the ball to safety. That kick is not out, however. Visser, the man on the ball, he's replaced the number 11 winger there, Ellis. And geez, the hits just keep on coming.
Definitely another great hit. Garsfontein showing the boys from Paarl that they too can effect a double tackle.
There we see him. bundled into touch there. Game continues just on about the 10-meter line. Looking for territory was the center there from Garsfontein. Kotze. That ball was bundled back, but referee was at an advantage for Garsfontein. Offside the call there. So just a bit hasty in terms of their rush defense.
Yeah, the boys really coming out of the line very quickly than what they ought to. Referee getting onto them quickly. You saw, though, Garsfontein trying to get the ball back, very aware of the advantage that had been given to them.
Very decent kick, that one there. From Deacon Pretorius. Seems Garsfontein had a bit of a team bonding exercise before this. Everybody getting similar hairstyles, or haircuts, or lack thereof, rather.
Definite haircuts affected. Got the skinhead effect there, the boys from Garsfontein.
Luca with a busting run there. Doubles around there for the fly half, a darting run we see from Liam Kuhn. Left the ball behind, however. Now here's an opportunity here for Garsfontein. He needs some support play there. It comes in the form of Peter Kotze. Very slow to come out that ball, so this gives an opportunity for Paarl just to fix their defensive line here. Got to be careful not to play that ball on the floor there. The pods are now being set up. It's a big man there, Mayman from Garsfontein. Again, the ball is horribly slow in coming out. Now let's see a bit of a dart over the top, overcooked slightly, and sideline will win that battle there. It's clear they just want some territory to get us as far and as deep as possible into Paarl Gim1st's 22-meter area there.
Definitely not a bad option, Lucky. They didn't have the numbers. It was sort of 4-on-3 there. The ball was not going anywhere. Instead of getting bundled out, let's try and contest on the opposition 5-meter line.
Successful defensive line out there from Paarl Gim1st. And just bodies all over there. Referee adjudicating players, not supporting their body weight, sealing off that ball, then making it impossible for Paarl Gim1st to get that ball out. So they'll have an opportunity here to clear their lines once more.
Listen to that thump, Lucky.
Gonna need to install some shatterproof windows in here.
Showing real effectiveness there from the kick, sounding and looking great from Paarl Gim.
Luca there again with a successful throw. First more that we've seen here. Let's see if Paarl are able to get some meters. It is in control at the back there. Calling for it is Michael Koch. He eventually gets it there. Pod set up just outside the 15-meter line. Again for Koch. Now it's given a little bit of air. Work for the backs to do here. Here's Janier Lospa. Hands it over to a teammate there, Logan Opperman. Ball is still alive there. And an easy canter for Pierre van Wyk. Van Niekerk there with a try.
Beautiful interplay there from the boys from Paarl. Calling it nice and early, taking it out wide, bringing it back on the inside. Support play, very vital in that try.
Opportunity here to add the extra 2. scores now at 14 points to nil. 17 minutes in here. The Barloworld Toyota North-South Rugby Festival in full gear here.
Yeah, big thank you to Barloworld Menlyn. Paarl Gim1st from Paarl in the Western Cape going up against Garsfontein boys, local here in Pretoria, the capital.
Having to rework here, Jesus B, he's been busy, old Luca Bacchus. Lovely ball there, it comes through to the centres. Visser there in support of his teammate as well. Comes again here for Henny. They opt to go for the same side on the right-hand side here. Now the ball is given a little bit of air here. Inside, outside from the winger there, Logan Opperman. Still going, not held in that tackle there he was. Just a bit of a fumble there from Carl Valentine. Bit of a foot chase here, clean-up duties here for Edward Visser. Slightly forward there, says the referee.
Real unfortunate forward pass there for Paarl Gim1st. They've really drilled well. They're really playing side-to-side rugby. Their balls are not going 2 meters from the ruck, but the first pods are hitting at about 5 meters, making it difficult for the Garsfontein defense to get up and across the field.
But also they're doing it so quickly that they're able to hit 2 pods, and then once the players are sucked in from the opposition, get it as wide as possible. And we've seen the resultant try there from the last time there, so really well executed.
I must give it to the scrum off there, number 9, Goch.
Again, that kick chase down there, looking to go over the top was the fullback there, Mikhail Damon. A little bit sloppy at this point, but Damon doing well to clean up. There have been some clatters of bodies so far this game. Only 20 minutes in here, folks. Tempted steal for Bacchus there, but able to get the ball back where Garsfontein looking for some spaces, fly half there. Perfectly positioned, the fullback. Now let's see. Opperman has been very busy on that right wing. Gave it a good thumper, did Kuhn. Couple of players down and just out of picture, both of them from Garsfontein. Play, however, does continue. Medics are going to have to just duck and dive there. It's a good kick. A really good kick. Would have thought Janil Lospa was going to do a little bit better there in terms of getting back for that ball there. But the bounce favouring Garsfontein, and we'll see a line out deep in their 22.
Yeah, it was a bit surprising, that attempt there. Lucky Losper obviously going for that ball, but had that ball not going out, that would have been a knock-on.
It's all happening here, Bapu, it's all happening. Bacchus now. He's been pinpoint so far in terms of his line-out throwing, finding his man and his jumper. Does so once more. And here these pods that you talk about. Look at that space in from where the line-out ended from to where they are now.
Definite.
And again, a penalty there going against Garsfontein, sealing off once again.
It really is great to see, Lucky, how Paarl Gim1st are intending on putting their heavy boys up against the backline players, looking from how far the scrum half needs to get the ball away. I mean, he's cutting out 3 defenders with 1 pass. Really awesome stuff.
Kun will bring play to just about halfway there. We'll see here another line out here. Really has been end-to-end stuff so far in this game here. Plenty more still to go. A couple more fixtures for the rest of the afternoon. So do stay with us, folks. Got that call from his assistant, did Mr. Bosman. Slight little knock on there from Paarl Gim1st.
Nice pressure there on the contest from the boys from Garsfontein, earning themselves a scrum on the 15-meter mark.
Monument versus Stellenberg. Those are the first team games up next. And then the last game of the day, Oakdale versus Affis. It's going to be quite a nail-biter, so plenty of rugby still to go today. And here we are, still in the first half of this one. Garsfontein versus Paarl Gim1st. Great run there and a good tackle just off screen there. That tackle just effective enough to ensure that the players are not able to run onto that ball and put a stop to that move there by Garsfontein.
It really does show you how skill really plays a major part in rugby. I mean, the passes need to go to hand. You need to be in good depth, and you need to be finding the players on the outside. You're passing more specifically to your more a better side, which is to the left-hand side, and to possibly your fastest wing. The ball really needs to get to hand.
Just not happy with the spacing between the two packs was the ref. That ball there not coming out, and the penalty going in favor of Garsfontein. Slipping up and away there were the men from Paarl. Done a lot of scrumming in this first half, so that tight five from both sides has worked really, really hard so far in the half.
There's definitely been some up and down from both packs. As you can see now, going to the end of this half, I think the Paarl Gim side just tiring there and not doing the best in that scrum, and that ball not coming out.
Well, let's see here. Good attacking platform here for Garsfontein. First job, however, is to secure that line out. Voog is the man with that task. Oh dear, going a bit awry there. Paarl Gim will not complain about that one there. Gives the ball a good bit of air, center to center. Now the wingers are getting involved here. Has shown the outside there. Now comes Visser. Visser will want to work his way into inside towards his support. He does so successfully. Almost an attempted steal there from Garsfontein. It is, however, still alive. Here come now the Lucy's from Paarl Gim, led there by Pierre van Staden. Michael Koch looking for that ball there. It's not coming out because the player is illegally put there. Here comes a darting run from the halfback. Were those team 10? No, they were not. Referee happy to play the advantage if that ball can somehow come out. There it is. They got numbers to the left-hand side there. They just need Joe du Toit to lift his head and have a look. No one at halfback for Paarl. Prop meets prop. Left hand side they come with Henny. Bundled out of touch there. Referee Wassel playing that advantage there. And he'll want to have first word of the afternoon in this game.
Definitely some cynical play there coming through in the contest during that ruck. Really uncalled for stuff. I think they had it on the D, but putting a foot in there, cynical play, you will get punished.
Right, so what does Paarl decide to do here? Weighing up his options is Koch. Tap and go is the option. Pot of forwards is set there. Cornet, the man who had taken it in. Koch now, once again, stopped in his tracks is Cornet Riet. Doing well to meet them on that attacking line of Garsfontein. Frankie de Reis carrying that ball up. Now back to Cornet. Here comes Liam Kuhn. Almost saw a half gap, but stopped successfully. Kuhn again. Here those pods that you're talking about, Bapiwe. Just sucking those Garsfontein defenders in. Now giving it a little bit of air.
Great hands there. Will he make it?
Beautiful, beautiful hands there. I don't see a flag up from the assistant. Going to have a bit of a word.
Lost forward.
Have a look here in the replay. Does well initially to stay in. That's great. That's a great call there from the assistant. Quite unfortunate for that winger there to lose that ball. So knock forward will be the call. Result in a scrum on the 5-meter line. It's interesting the game plan. You talked about it before, Bapiwe. We saw those two pods again coming into the middle of the park there. The important part there was a recycling, though, wasn't it? Quick into those pods. That ball comes out quickly and able to let the backs loose.
For me, I think the most important player, I think, for Paarl Gim at this moment is definitely Koch. He's making sure that the passes reach this pod. He's making sure that he's recycling the ball. He's making the right decisions, hitting the small side, bringing the ball back. Really, really great work there from Koch.
We may well see the second change of Paarl Gim1st. It does look like Dean Kraus in jersey number 20 will make his way onto the park. Of course, J.W. Ellis, he was injured a little bit earlier on and he was replaced by Edward Visser. And now the second enforced change there. Looks like he'll be slotting in an 8th man. Will Dean Kraus. Having to reset that scrum there. Both teams not square, not steady.
Great sportsmanship there from the forward line from Paarl Gim, getting his opposite number off the ground so that he can scrum him again. Lucky.
Pick him up to put him down again. Better scrum this time. Yeah, it's picked up from the back. 8th man Jonathan Smith with some work to do. And just a gentle dink over the top there.
Didn't have much of an option. Ball passed to him on the other side of his try line. Should he be tackled there, it's a definite try or a 5-meter scrum to the opposition. Had to put it out.
Yeah. Might fancy themselves a maul here, but they do collect the ball first. Unsuccessful this time was Luca Bacchus. A step and a much better kick under immense pressure, it must be said. On cleanup duty is Logan Opperman. Looking to come across here. It's now Van Niekerk. Has a bit of a dance. Kuhn for Valentine. Forwards are ready and going there. Cornet on the ball. He gets his team over halfway. Same direction they go here. It's a new man in there, Edward Visser. Sniping run there from Cornet. Hands it over to his flanking partner, Joe de Toy. Opperman. Jeez, they're full of running, these forwards. He has another pod set up here with Joe de Toy. Now it opens up a couple of meters here. It really does open up. Van Niekerk. Now he's going to pass the ball on to Janiel. Unfortunately, just for getting that ball behind there. Jeez, you'd have thought he was gone for all money there when Van Niekerk saw broad daylight in front of him here.
Yeah, again, the boys from Paarl Gim1st showing patience, using their forwards well, using the short side, opening up the field. Unfortunately, the pass not going to hand there. It was the 3-on-1. Had that gone to hand, would be singing a different tune right now, Lucky.
Stoppage in play there by the referee. In a comfortable position are Paarl Gim1st at this point in time after the firecracker start that they had. We've seen some mouth-watering clashes here this afternoon. Plenty still to go. Courtesy of Super Sport Schools. As you see, Jamelio Goliath making his way onto the park. Plenty of bodies down in this game so far. Hopefully just precautionary and nothing too serious.
Yeah, really hope it's nothing serious, but you can also see that the boys have really missed the game. The sound in the tackles, the commitment that they're showing. They're bound to be a few bodies that are lying on the ground after this game, or this half rather.
Hooter has sounded there in the background. This lineout will take place, however. Let's see if Paarl Gim1st will have the last say of this half. Forwards have really been busy. Joe de Toy there with some good momentum. Ball coming now to the right-hand side. Will stay on the right-hand side. There's a bit of a switch and a dummy roo, and as easy as you like. A knife through butter, they say.
A real hot knife through butter. But taking it back to that line-out move, it almost looked like there was a little bit of obstruction there with the player being blocked out from behind, but playing it well. I mean, Koch once again showing us that patience is not only the lady next door, that it's part of the game, and they're holding and they're retaining well, and they're able to score great tries like that.
Janiel Yalospa here, really, really good. Notable mention there to Liam Kuhn. Look how carefully he waited his pass until he had drawn everybody there and gave Yalospa there easy run in. Comfortably adds the extra 2 does. They fly half. It brings play here to a halt, at least as far as this half is concerned. Comfortable lead so far. Paarl Gim1st, 21 points. Garsfontein yet to get onto the score sheet. The players are going to have a sip of water and we'll see you shortly.
This is where it all started for me, in Hammersdale, a village just outside Durban. I wouldn't think much of sports. I happened to play netball by chance. There were 13 of them on the netball courts. They needed one player to fill in. I can remember one of them saying to the coach, ask her to fill in. From there, I had to borrow the shoes. The shoes were even bigger than my feet. Pulled through that day. From there, it rolled on to being called to a national side.
Paarl Gim1st gets it into the shooter's hands.
I want to see more girls playing the sports. We need to find a way where we give them exposure. There's exciting stuff coming along. I think it's going to create a whole lot more vibe, and I have to be part of that. Because believe me, one day, the shoes will fit and the lights will find you.
Arguably one of the most deadly players on court right now.
Barloworld Toyota Menlyn, nou groter en beter. Ons het geskuif, nou oorkant, Menlyn Myn Pretoria. Jou nommer 1 handelaar vir nuwe en gebruikte motors, dienste en parte. Skakel ons gerus by 012 995 1700.
One team on the score sheet, the other team not. Paarl Gim1st, just before we went away from the break, have been in full control of this game so far. Textbook execution, looking through a couple of those tries by Piwe, full of running this team.
Definitely full of running, getting the passes through, playing the phase as well, recycling their own ball, creating the space on the outside, most importantly, as we see a try there. And here's another pure example. You know, the cutout passes, eliminating 2 or 3 defenders with one pass. Smart way of playing rugby, keeping the ball on the inside yet again by number 14 there. And more tries.
Easy as you like there. They really have made it seem very, very simple there. The interplay. I think credit to them. Their handling has been absolutely superb. I mean, there have been some rocket passes coming across the field there, but ball in hand, they've really looked superb.
Definitely looking good, and as far as highlights go, they don't tell you the full extent of what's happened. You didn't see the pods that were being set up first, cleaning out, making sure that the ball is out there. But Paarl Gim has really been on top of their game. They're playing side to side, they're really getting into the opposition's faces, and the scoreboard is telling that exact story, Lucky.
Certainly so. Now, if you are in that Garsfontein huddle there, what are you saying to the players here? What do they need to focus on to get them going in this half?
I would definitely tell them, first of all, we need to play in the opposition half. It's no use that we've got all these plays, but we're doing them in our own half. So first thing, possession. You need to kick into the opposition half, and from there we'll start playing. Put them under pressure and take the pressure away from you. That would be the start for me, and take it from there. Their scrum hasn't been really that bad. They haven't dominated the lineouts, but I do feel that if they get into the right spaces, they could really put this Paarl Gim side under pressure.
Certainly so. We'll see if they're able to implement here in the second half, because they really haven't been that far from it, Garsfontein. They've just been superseded by really the awe of this team here from Paarl Gim1st. Textbook passing, good running. You can see it's a well put together unit.
Definitely.
Second half here about to get underway. Liam Kuhn, he'll claim an assist from that last try there in that half. Afternoon sun is upon us here in the capital Pretoria. We're at Afrikaanse Seuns Hoërskool for the Barloworld Toyota North-South Rugby Festival. Day 1 of 4. Not too shabby that, huh?
Great handling there, I must say.
Here comes this man here, the try scorer, Yalospa. Looking to straighten that forward there. Koch not just finding his man. On cleanup duty was Van Niekerk. Coming round the corner there is Valentine. Got to make better efforts there, Garsfontein.
Definitely need to leave some daylight, especially the first time tackler. You can tackle the man, but you then need to roll away and allow for the contest to happen. And in there, the Garsfontein tackler not rolling out of the way and penalized, rightly so, by the referee.
We see here's the tackle. And the guilty party, I think, not so much the flanker there, Juan Stel, rather his teammate that was sealing off that ball there. But Paarl Gim1st in a great position to attack from once again. Look at that maul rumbling there. Be interesting to see who's got possession of that ball. Will it make its way down there to Bacchus? It does now. Good control there. Koch for Van Niekerk. Plenty of air there. Try scorer Yalospa. Over goes Cornet. Lovely little reach there. He was tackled but had the presence of mind just to plant that ball there. And first visit into opponent's 22. Possible walking away here with 7 points.
And he definitely didn't even need to reach. If you look at the numbers, there were about 4 players on the outside of him, and this is all due to that first pass, cutting out about 4 of the defenders from Garsfontein, the outside being left, no one there to defend.
No one there indeed, and Beats all to do here. That ball comes out. Good position, good reach. And over there for 5 points. Oh, that ball just not staying on that cone. Just got to be mindful of the time allotted to him. 1 minute you have to get that ball over or get close to. Successful the kick there. So now this lead forever just extending and getting away from Garsfontein.
Definitely running away from the boys from Pretoria here. Paarl Gim dominating, showing them again early in the second half that we're just going to do the same thing we did in the first half, and there we have it.
Ain't broke, don't fix it, huh?
That's correct.
Right back onto the front foot again are Paarl Gim1st. JC's been really good, has Bacchus. There he is, going on a run again. Gives the ball now to the 8th man there, Pierre van Staden. Koch on the ball for Kuhn. Unfortunately, that ball not able to go in there.
Not sure what the call is there from the referee.
I don't know if he was coming back. Yeah, Chiles, okay.
It looks like he was calling a local. They're lucky.
Local takes it to town.
Handing the boys from Garsfontein a penalty and an escape from their own
route,
22.
Yeah. Certainly. Let's see what they're able to do with this one here. Referees just stopped play across the screen here. There is a player down. It's a wonderful autumn's afternoon here in the Highveld. Don't let that fool you though. As soon as that sun dips, it gets a bit nippy here.
I know, Lucky, you bought about 2 jerseys, didn't you?
I would a boot full. I'm okay, me.
And some winter boots.
I got a vest even. I'm sorted. I'm good. I'm good to go. Just need a flask. Back to his feet is that man there, Garsfontein. Here we go. Paarl Gim1st. Sticking to the same side here. Oh, that was an awesome pass there. Looking for options is the fullback. Try scorer Yalospa. Working those pods beautifully up, Paarl Gim1st. Advantage now being played. Hands the ball over there. Still coming left up, Paarl Gim1st. That ball just going a little bit forward, but the referee was playing the advantage, so they will come back to that one there. Jeez, how quick was that recycling of the ball?
It is sublime, Lucky. I'll tell you what, they're getting in at least 2, at least 3 players on that ball, making sure that the opposition has got no chance. The number 9, the scrum half, is there already. The pod has already been set up. It almost seemed like they set up that pod yesterday. That's how ready they've been on the recycle here.
It really has. It's lovely to see, and I think credit to all those pods. I think the exciting thing about it as well is they're making meters and getting over the advantage line. You can have 100 pods, but if you're going backwards, then it's not effective. So their pods really effective every time they carry the ball. It's a more set up here. It's rumbling forward there. Can somebody get it down? Yes, they do. 5-pointer there, and stands up with the ball. Does Frankie the race.
Another beautiful showcase of forward rugby there, Lucky. Peeling off at the back of the line out, forming the maul, taking on the weakest player on the fly half line, because the whole line of Garsfontein is now left behind as we watch it there, peeling off. Now it's backline versus the forwards. They stand no chance.
Certainly, they did really well to shift into the second maul there. Good understanding and appreciation of the laws as well. And the end result is a 5-pointer in favor of Paarl Gim1st. Successful conversion there from Menlyn. And fair to say that an unassailable lead here for Paarl Gim1st. But I'm sure they're not going to want to stop there, as we see a couple more changes being run here. Luan for Garsfontein. Luan Taylor making his way onto the park. Look at that handling and a clean pair of heels being shown here. Can he get some support players? He's slowing down his run slightly. There is Corné Bietz, the try scorer. Trying to get his hands through the tackle. You could see the intention there from Menlyn. His boots flying everywhere. All in a casual day of rugby.
A definite trick there from players. Should you lose your boot, throw it over the touch and go so the player can look for it. They're one man short. But then again, this is probably the second last time I'm going to talk about these pods, Lucky. We've seen it in the first half. We've seen it early in the second half. But now that they know that the pods are coming, they're using the fringe players. As you saw there, line break right down the line. Man, this Paarl Gim1st side showing off. Really a good drilled, well-coached side.
The versatility and the variety is absolutely amazing. The interplay and the interchanging between the backs and forwards as well. Credit to them. Certainly a well-oiled machine, this one. Let's see what Garsfontein have got now. Opting to play the ball on the short side there. Knocked on by Garsfontein. No advantage there. I'm sure the forwards are not complaining. They literally had to stand up and walk about 3 meters left to the next scrum down.
Correct. And revisiting my talk to the Garsfontein boys at halftime, you can see that they want to play. The problem is they're playing in the wrong areas, unfortunately. That ball is going wide, but you're still in your own half. You want to be playing that ball much deeper into the opposition half. Should there be a mistake, it's not directly a turnover and an attacking scrum for the opposition.
Certainly got to do better in terms of the territory game. About 13 minutes left in this encounter here. Just a couple of players down from Paarl Gim1st.
Injury is a grave concern. It's going to be a long week. Lucky. If I were a coach, I think I wouldn't keep you on for longer than you should be and test the depth too early in the week.
Certainly so, especially because we're in the bio bubble. It's not like you can just call someone and say, come replace me.
100%.
So whoever's here is here, and if I don't have anybody else, well then, Zava strong on the attack now of Paarl Gim1st. That's a fantastic line being run there by Kleinhans. And an easy canter in. You spoke about it a little bit earlier, Bapi, where you said, okay, well, the pods are gone. Now let's have those players running at a deadline hit.
Definitely. It's the reminder of the first half and how hard they were hit and now being caught flat-footed. Ball just skipped one channel and all of a sudden, try time.
Again, that man Kunde does so well just to hold that ball until the last possible moment to then free up his teammates there, and an easy canter in there for Kleinhans. As he's done all day there, Kun just adding the extra 2 points. It really is now a massive lead from Paarl Gim1st. 42 points here. And still plenty of time for them to put more on the scoreboard should they wish. They really are playing at will here, running the ball around at will.
And unfortunately, every try against Garsfontein, the slower they walk up to the kickoff, it's starting to wear on them. It's starting to do things as the score goes higher and higher.
Let's see here. The restart once again. Thumps it downfield, does Liam Kun. Backwards is the ball there from Thompson. He's been quiet today. Tries to look over the top of the last line of Garsfontein. Here come these darting runs here. It's that man, Edward Visser. Good run here by Henny. Clatter of bodies there. Here comes the prop forward. He's still going. Still going is the prop forward there. Havangna. Advantage being played here by the referee. Still going strong, and he did look like he put the ball down from our side here. Let's see the bustling run. It's held up from our side here. Backwards comes the ball. Someone has a go and a dart at it, and eventually Luca Bacchus stands up with the ball there. And Garsfontein have hardly caught their breath, and again they're standing behind their own try line.
Definitely a good showing, and you did mention this, Lucky, in the build-up that we should definitely look out for Luca up front there, as well as his two supporting props. Really having a great day out there.
And they really seem to be enjoying it. I mean, reminded me of the days of watching old Ors Durant having a big dart down the middle of the field. Did so well, did Cornet, and his supporting players as well, not letting him down.
At this point, Paarl Gim1st scoring a point almost every minute. Must be definitely wearing the boys from Garsfontein up, or down rather.
There's Cornet there, he did so well. And then picking up the ball and diving over that line there was Luca Bacchus. Garsfontein, here's an unusual sight. It's been a while since we've seen them on the 22 of the opposition. Patience, the call here from the coaching staff. You can hear them. Hanekom at halfback. Penalty against it. Quickly taken here by Hanekom. Here's the big man here, Mayman. And he's well driven back by the try scorer, Glenn Hunt. Gives it a bit of air now, loses the ball, unfortunately, does the center there from Garsfontein. I'm sure they'll be keen to play this one, Paarl. Here they go through their hands, well held there by Liam Kuhn. It's a big box kick. Does well, Thompson there, Kyle Thompson. Big fend, leaves the ball behind Kotza. Lovely territory gain there by Garsfontein. Would like to see that much earlier in the game. Just keep pinning them back, keep that pressure there against Paarl Gim1st.
I think definitely one tick there, Lucky. The other thing that I'd love to see from them is cutting out the lateral running across the field and going more direct, sucking in more defenders and not making it difficult for themselves.
Certainly, I'm sure they'll go back this evening here. Plenty of learnings to take away here. It is a long week, plenty of rugby to be played. As we see here, again, Paarl Gim1st busting their way forward just outside the 22. That ball, no advantage there. So referee happy to come back to where that line out was, just on the 15. And again, getting that call just from his assistant referee there. So that's escalated now to a full-on penalty there. Big high fives in front of us on the bench here, from the coaching staff to the players from Paarl Gim1st, and why not? It's been a textbook encounter here from Paarl Gim1st, and I think they've effected their play extremely well.
They can be really proud of themselves and how they've handled themselves so far, especially that young man in that scrum half position, Koch, for me, played a very vital role of linking his forwards with his backline, ensuring that the recycled ball is quick, making sure that he's catching the opposition flat-footed and not ready for their attack, and therefore gaining 49 points with 9 minutes left to play.
Advantage here being played by the referee. Ball comes out here. Now look at those prop forwards. This is the gain line success we speak about by Piwe. Every time they get onto the ball, they get over that advantage line there. Another strong run by the flanker there. Lovely handling there by Masdorp. He's been a bit quiet, but I guess has not really been much to do thus far. Still in possession of the ball. Good recycling here. Kuhn sends the ball nicely out wide here. Bit of a show and go here. Just drops off the chest. They will come back, however. Referee was on the advantage.
Yeah, the winger, they're definitely not expecting that pass. They're coming from the backhand. Again, running lateral from the Paarl Gim1st boys. Unfortunately, closing down all the space. Fortunately for them, though, they did have an advantage.
Yeah. They're going to take it quickly. Here they rumble forward. We've seen this before. Comes out very quickly now again. Kuhn with the ball, and as easy as you like. Kleinhans again with a try. Good solid running. Well-weighted pass there from his teammate Kuhn. And Kleinhans with a canter over for 5 points.
Great running line there from the outside center.
Super stuff. Ever stretching their lead. It's up to 54 points to nil now in favor of Paarl Gim1st. Clinical display of rugby that we've seen here. Been really solid with the boot, hasn't he, today? Kuhn, not just in the terms of the goal kicking, his placement kicking has been solid as well, and his distribution has been really fantastic.
Definitely impressed by the young man there in the 10 jersey. Out of hand, off the tee, he's just been superb today.
Here come Garsfontein. Let's see here what they can muster up here. Jumping for the ball first, however, was Paarl Gim1st. Dink over the top here. Work to do here for Thompson. Kyle Thompson makes its way, the ball right way across the field. Should be careful not to be isolated here. From the side blows the referee. I just mentioned that they just need to be careful not to be isolated there. They were running away from their support players and had plenty of numbers on the far side, did Garsfontein.
Definite numbers on the outside there, but unfortunately, you know, once again, playing away from your support. Their forwards had just played a tight phase on this side of the field. You're playing away from that. Nobody's there to protect your ball, and you're blown up.
Now we've seen almost every single visit into the 22 here come away with points for Garsfontein. That maul is successfully sacked. Here comes a try scorer, Kleinhans. Still going. Look at that leg drive, still going. Just short of the line there. Stopped well in his tracks. There was Kyle Valentine.
Interfering with the scrum half there, I believe.
Yeah, cynical, really silly. Will be a yellow card there. Tap and go. They don't want to waste any time. That man, Joe de Toy. Now here come the reserve prop forward, Andries Low. Now Kuhn, can he reach over? Try time. No. Yes. Maybe.
Try time.
Try time. Fine. Happy that one there. The referee Kun didn't seem like he wanted to have a stretch, but he had a bit of a roly-poly tumble there, and the ball made its way over the line. So his personal points tally, I can't even count anymore. It's been it's well into the double digits, his personal tally there, but his overall contribution to the team has been immense.
Yeah, he certainly didn't look confident that he was already over the line, but I guess the momentum coming in from his supporting players, taking him right over the whitewash. Try time, 61 points on the board, Paarl Gim1st.
Monument versus Stellenberg right after this, folks, and then the last game of the day, Affies versus Oakdale. So don't go away on this Freedom Day. Stay with us, so plenty more rugby to play. Tomorrow a full set of fixtures as well. Pristine once more from Kunde, adding the extras. Here's that look at Kun again. He has a show and a go there. You're thinking he's going to reach over. There the ball is on the line. And the referee just had to make his way around that situation there to award it. Back live now with Garsfontein. Stefan Nel on the ball. Almost looking for an intercept. There was Kun. Referee very happy to let that play to go. Handing it over there to Goliath. Taken to ground now is Dean Kraus. Now the hooker, Jean Fourie. Comes across here for Buerta. First man over the ball there, rightly so. Holding on to the call there from the referee. Good to see that Garsfontein are still prepared to work so hard, even though the scoreboard reflects what it does, and so late in the game also.
Definitely, you saw that great steal there, Lucky, getting in, making the tackle, making sure that there was air and going in for that ball, and unfortunately for Paarl Gim1st, not able to remove him there.
Stopped in his tracks there is Logan Oppelman. Fourie getting some hard yards done there. Kun, great distribution there. Backwards. I thought the ball was, but the knock-on will be blown there. So a scrum on the far side of the field here.
Boys taking their time to get into the scrum there very late in the game, and just a correction from earlier on, the boys are playing 70 minutes in this game, so there are a few more minutes than earlier suggested, about 7 minutes to be exact.
Can excuse us for the confusion. The second team games, they're playing 30 minutes a half, and this afternoon we move through to the first sides, and they're playing 35 minutes at 35 minutes a half. Lovely scrum there by Garsfontein. Looking to give it some air is the fly half there. Nice little dot there by Kotze from Garsfontein. Very slow to get that ball out. Dink over the top there, well charged down, and it may well be a try here. Yes, it is. Luan Buerta. I'm sure he couldn't believe his luck. Looking to a little dink over the top was Deacon Pretorius, but instead he met the towering figure of Luan Buerta.
I think the fly half
Super
there,
stuff
just
there.
holding on 1 second too long, allowing the tall man, number 19, Buerta, to get over after a brilliant charge down.
Really, really nice to see how hard they're working there. And as he's done the entire afternoon here, Liam Kuhn adding the extras. He really has been solid this afternoon. Put in a really, really big shift this afternoon. He has lovely collect there from Paarl. Lovely little hands here as well. There they are over the advantage line again. Quick onto that ball was the halfback.
Great recycling once again from Paarl Gim.
Really awesome, isn't it? Wonderful display. Let's see Opperman. He's got on his inside there. Doesn't need him. Bustles one over. Oh my word!
I think the correct term is bus is full. They're lucky.
Jeez Louise, another try here for Paarl Gim1st. Logan Opperman. You thought he had a lot to do there. He started so far out in support. Credit to him was Joe de Toy there. But he had one look and he said, listen, I don't need you. I'm just going to topple somebody over.
He definitely had two options there, lucky. Inside pass or try step inside. Choosing not to call a friend there on that one.
He went at it alone. So you'll definitely add those extra points. And there you have on screen the wintergreen man of the match, Liam Kuhn. He's been an influential contributor to his team success here this afternoon, both boot and hand in ball, and managed to get over the whitewash himself for a 5-pointer. The wintergreen man of the match, Liam Kuhn. That is brilliant. That is a brilliant kick from the side of the park there. Really, really awesome.
And well-deserved man of the match accolade there for the young man.
That was his last contribution to the game. He's since been replaced. Joe de Toy again for the upteenth time, rising really nice and high there to receive that ball. And again, here they go again. No one in front of him there. He will canter all the way. Will Dean Kraus.
Paarl Gim running away with it, literally. Now, lucky. It looked like the handbrake was up for a sec.
It really did.
Decided to let it go. No one in defense. No one in front of him except the whitewash. Try time.
Certainly the biggest score of the day that we've seen thus far. 82 points at this stage with the two added extra there. 84 points there. And the referee, Mr. Neil Bosman, says, listen, lads, I think we've had enough of this one here. Final thoughts, please, Bapiwe.
North versus South. South coming up victorious. The balls there from Paarl Gim, showing their dominance, showing how well coached, how well drilled that they've been, even after such a long break, giving us 84 points to nil against the boys of Garsfontein. Really great game there. Lucky going the way of Paarl Gim.
Lots of lessons here to be learned for Garsfontein. In terms of Paarl Gim1st, it'll be business as usual when they come back in a couple of days' time. Don't go away, folks. Still two more fixtures here at the Barloworld Toyota North-South Rugby Festival. It ends here 84 points to nil in favor of Paarl Gim1st.